Hamsa. This is the Hamsa Chakra. It's a very, very material thing, I think. This chakra is very material and has to be worked on material level only. Is a center here where most of the left and right side in a way cross on a material level here. Material level, again I say, on material level they cross over here. And when it gets spoiled, you get troubles like sinus and troubles like colds and coughs and all that. So I myself have tried to get this into trouble and to find out what I should do, because if I live as I am, I will never be able to help you. So I said I better get sick myself to see what happens. Actually what happens with this center being catching, the same thing, the drying up of the nose, of the humidity because of central heating is there. For Indians, Maharashtrians especially, take a kadak bath, means a very hot water. They use tremendously hot water to take their bath. For them it is very relaxing, which is absolutely a wrong idea. Normally a cold bath is the best. If not possible, take a tape. Then take little hot and then tepid, absolutely tepid water. That will solve one of the problems, that you do not expose yourself to too much cold or heat. The temperature is kept the same as the room temperature. Because you take a very hot bath and then you come out. In London people have died, Indians have died of their lung cancer because they can't get out of their bad habit of taking bath every morning. I call it bad habit for Indians, not for English. Because they'll take their bath and immediately go to work. And so many Indians I have seen, they have got lung cancer, they died. And if you ask them why, we don't feel all right. Then take your bath at 4 o'clock in the morning, stay in the house, get used to the climate and then go. Or take your bath in the night. All extreme behaviors from left to right creates the problem of Hamsa. Like they'll take, say, a fruit. I mean, we knew all these things, but now we are modern, you see, we have forgotten. Like you eat a banana in India. After that, you should not take water. Matara lokana maiti, old people know. The young are become, you see, gene-oriented. So the whole head is gone into genes. And they will eat banana and take water. Now these are two extremes. Any fruit you take and after that you take water, you will get it. So you should take water after some carbohydrates. You can take some papad, not fried one. Anything fried you take, and that on top of that you are not to take water. You can take a biscuit, or you can have a bread, something like that to dry up. Best is chana. Dry up your throat and then take water. Heat and cold. Now say take coffee and then take water. Is absolutely wrong. Water you should take, then gradually heat it up and take coffee last. And then don't take water till you have taken some carbohydrates. I mean, this is what it is. It's the heat and the cold. The combination of heat and cold should be understood. Now what do you do? Actually, is to neglect certain laws of nature. Like in London or anywhere, it's all heated up inside the rooms, too much heated up. This very dry. We all know that in England that you have to have a humidifier, isn't it? Must keep some water or something, or fill a tub in the bath and keep it open so that there is humidity in the room. To compensate for all that, one can do is to take some water and sip in the nose. I would say after brushing your teeth, sip it thrice, and thrice you take it out by putting these fingers, these thumbs in your ears and take it out. By that you will clear out your sinuses, you will make it humid. Or for this parched mucous membrane, you can put some oil or some ghee. It's very good. If this water can have little salt is a good idea. But that should not be very cold, should not be very hot, should be tepid. Tepid food. In India, the custom is to eat very hot food. Garam garam khao, garam garam khao. I mean, we are so garam. We are really garam people, I don't know why. The man will sit on the thing, and the woman must cook at that time garam garam, and the rotis must be made at that time, and the fulkas must be brought garam garam, and the husband must eat garam garam. And before going to office or work, he should get garam garam temperament also. Even they'll say, leave this, not hot, we'll bring hot for you. And burning, absolutely, you see, burning tongues, they are. There's no need to eat such a garam garam business. On the contrary, in England, they eat so much of cold foods that I'm amazed. I mean, ice, the amount of ice the Western people eat, we can't understand. I mean, how can morning ice, every time ice, you have this thing with ice and on the rocks, as they call it. So you will be on the rocks. So much of ice they take, God knows why. What is the need to take so much of ice? Indiscriminately, they'll take ice cream. After ice cream, they'll take coffee. Or after coffee, they'll take ice cream. I mean, it's such a national dish there, ice. Icing, all the time, so much of ice. I mean, they have so much of ice outside, why should they have ice inside? Even we went to the Prime Minister's place there. They gave us rhubarb ices to eat. Imagine a sweet dish. They are very miserly, no doubt, but to this extent. To give us rhubarb ice to eat, imagine, this was horrid. ते आईस म्हणजे रुबाब म्हणजे एक असं फळ असतं की ते सगळ्यात आंबट, म्हणजे चिंचेला जर तुम्ही 108 लावले तर ते रुबाब आहे आणि त्याला त्यांनी बर्फात घालून दिलं. म्हटलं बाई, तुला जर पैसे वाचवायचे होते तर वाचवायचे होते, पण आमचं कशाला डोकं फोडलं. This is Mrs. Thatcher. She is thatching up everything. So this is what it is. You see, they eat ice morning till evening. And they don't know why to eat so much ice. And after eating that ice, they will have something hot suddenly after that. Or before. Before eating the ice, they'll have hot. That's the worst of all. So they take coffee and ice. Imagine. So this is what it is that we don't understand, discriminate between hot and cold. Take tepid food also. Need not eat immediately from the oven, sizzling thing you should not eat. So I don't know why devilish ideas are coming to have sizzling things. Take little time. Take some patience. Let your juices flow out to digest it and then eat it. Otherwise you'll burn your tongue, you'll burn your palate, you'll burn everything except for your teeth, which in any case are false. So the best thing is to keep a tepid understanding of food also. म्हणजे बायकांचं डोकंदुखी जरा कमी येईल इकडे महाराष्ट्रात. So the water should not be very hot. Food should not be very hot. This too much of Ida and Pingala movement on the physical plane causes this trouble. And from very childhood we should take care of our Vishuddhi, is to have something around your neck. It's so absurd, I tell you. It's so absurd, I just can't understand. Like in England, which is so very cold, in Scotland even worse, we can say. I don't know about Iceland. But people don't wear anything when they sleep. I mean, you can't believe it. It's something I can't understand. I mean, just easiest way to get sick. They don't wear undershirts. I mean, this is the best way to get sick, isn't it? I mean, at least I wear 2 sweaters when I sleep. And my husband wears sometimes 6 to 7. Yes, he does. And he's quite proud of it. And we are quite healthy people. Nothing wrong with us. It's absurd, absolutely absurd things we do. Then the most fashionable dresses, I mean the people who like the dresses are where you cannot see any cloth anywhere. I mean it's all missing. They get the highest price. Men are very clever. That way Western men are clever, you see. If they see anyone, they'll button up, you see. I mean, here just opposite, if a woman sees a man, she'll just cover up her body completely. There the men are very clever. You see, they want to keep their body all right, so they buttoned up properly, suited. Women are stupid there. Because the way they dress up, I'm surprised. I mean, this is the best way to get sick. They'll wear such big heels, walk on nails. I mean, I can tell you this modern generation in the West of the women, they are going to develop such terrible diseases. Their legs will become swollen up, will be filled with blood, and the blood will be oozing out of their veins. Not only varicose veins. Such big heels they wear. Walking on Oxford Street, you find them with such big heels. Stupid, absolutely very, very wrong. God has created you with such care. What are you doing to yourself? Little heels are all right because it's a very muddy place. It's get rained and all that. It's all right. But to have heels of this height with just a nail coming down, I mean, this is the best way to spoil all your nerves, everything, and circulation. And they'll not only develop varicose veins, but I think that horrible disease, which I have seen some women having, very soon they are going to get it. Within the time, you say 10 years, all of them with their heels on their heads, they'll be lying down. And they look like mosquitoes. I mean, I don't know what do they look like. In Sahajayoga, you are not allowed to wear such high heels. You should wear only this much. Now some men are taking to heels also. All right, little bit heels are all right, but not too much. See, not too much strain on this side. नाही तर आपल्याकडे पाय फाटायचे सगळ्यांच्या बायकांचे एवढ्या भेगा त्याच्यात नसल्या तर त्या इंडियन बायका कशा पायांच्याकडे लक्षच नाही मुळी. Another style is Indian style. English style is to spend 1 hour on your nails, and here you find their legs are all absolutely so what you call broken into pieces. Feet so hard, just like leather. This is going another limit. One extreme to another extreme creates this problem. And we live like that. Either they are hippies or they are dandies. There's nothing in between, is it? So look after your body, respect it, take things that are not extreme. And to say, I am fond of it, then you better not be fond of it. any such thing which spoils your body. You must cater for it. You must love your body. You must respect it. So all these self-indulgences sometimes can be very destroyed, and one of the reasons for this one is, one of the very special reasons is that when you start wobbling your eyes too much, you get also strain there. So one should steady the eyes. Another cure could be, I found that you should use something like Netranjan in the night, which takes out the water, oozes. So many people I have seen in the West and also here have no this capacity to make the water flow, because they never cry, you see. They never weep, never cry. They just don't believe. They have no tears. They never get tears. I have known people who have never had any tears in their eyes. Not that they don't feel bad, but the tears don't fall off. They have to put glycerine to show that they are crying. Even then, I don't know if there are any tears. So, for that, you should all put Netranjan in your eyes. So the water flows out. Cleanse your eyes. It's very good. Camphor is very good. You are not to eat, of course. I mean, people start eating camphor. But little camphor you can eat. Very little camphor. But camphor is good for rubbing here too. Camphor is very good. In Sahaja method, you could have the photograph and the light, and put your right finger here, and put your finger on the light or the candle you have. You can put it in the ears, in the nose, put it there. For throat, gargling is a very good thing with salt every night. It's very simple, vibrate it. That's the only difference. Gargling is a must. For all the Sahajogis, is a must. And if you can tolerate, you can have some garlic. Garlic is very good, if you can manage. In the night, before sleeping, if you could have one part of the garlic, it would be a good idea. I mean, there are so many things. I think I should write one book on that.